Today's subject, Forza. Okay everyone, thanks for checking in. This is the end of the video. Goodbye now. No, but in all seriousness, we're going to be discussing the first Forza game in the Horizon franchise. This game is one of my all-time favorites, and I highly recommend it to anyone. This is the beginning of the journey through every single game in the Xbox 360 catalog. So in that journey, we're starting with a couple Forza games, and then we're going to do Halo CE Anniversary, Halo 3, Halo 4, and Reach, and ODST. But that's not what you came here for. You came here for the Forza, okay? So, starting off, for a game that came out in 2012, it still looks insanely good. The visuals in this game are top-notch, I think, for the console in general. Now, my recording of it doesn't look insanely good because it looked really oversaturated on my end, so I had to bump the settings down in game. But they are some of the best visuals I have seen in most racing games on the console. Another thing is most first persons for racing games are just ass. I'm gonna put it straight out there. Most of them are ass, and they drive like shit. It's hard to tell what's going on. But in Forza Horizon 1, you have, I don't know, it just seems like everything just opens up. Everything's just easier when you're in first person. To a degree, I will say. When you're trying to do higher scale racing, like S-Class to R1, it's pretty bad. But besides that, it's insanely good. Now, I will say, compared to newer installments in the franchise, the upgrading is nowhere near on par, but it's there. You can't change drivetrains, but I mean, you don't really need to because the cars are so grippy. I will say they are very, very arcadey in the way they drive, but it's just part of the experience. It's so good, minus the fact that driving on dirt does not feel like driving on dirt. You know what I'm saying? Like, it feels like driving on asphalt with a little bit less grip. Even with its few hiccups, I do think it is probably one of the best racing games you will ever play. So, for the tier list on all of the 360 games, I'm going to have to put this in a strong S tier. I would just like to thank everyone who has supported me over the years. This is, in reality, my real first video. It took a lot of time recording and everything. But I want to thank my mom, my dad, everyone who's always supported me, my friends and everyone for sitting through all this shit with me, having to deal with my dumb ass for long periods of time. And I want to thank you guys, the subscribers. Sure, I don't have many now, but hopefully in the future I will, and I thank all of you. Well, that's me, signing off. Good night.